Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Finn, or yet another gaming fail, and today I'm going to be doing kind of a blitz tutorial on some DCS stuff. I'm basically going to make a bunch of really fast tutorials on how the mission editor works, because inevitably you've encountered in DCS that there are some pretty good campaigns out there, and there are some pretty good multiplayer servers out there, but you want to make your own missions. So let's kick it off. What should we start with? Well, let's just start by adding in the basic stuff. Um, you want to start with an aircraft. Go over to the aircraft tab on the left underneath OBJ or objects. Click and it places you down an aircraft. Now if you've got this icon down here at the bottom selected, which is show models, it looks like a little bit of a tank from above, it will let you see the model that you have. It will rotate if you add a waypoint. You can add waypoints by using add, edit and delete here on the waypoints tab or route tab underneath the airplane group information. So if you click add, it will add stuff. If you click edit, it will let you drag when you left click instead of place, and then if you click delete, it will cycle back through all the waypoints that you've added and delete all of them. So that's how you add your waypoints in once you've got your aircraft placed down. So let's say that you don't want this aircraft starting in the air, because it will start in the air when you place it down as standard. You want it to start from an airbase. Well, here we have Sanaki Kolki on the Caucasus map. So let's just bring it over to one of these parking spaces, and you notice the airbase isn't blue or anything. It's not actually parked. It's not sat in that bay. I can still move it around, and that's because the type of waypoint it's currently set to is turning point. Whereas what we want to do is take off from runway, ramp, or parking hot. Runway is starting on the runway with the plane started up, etc. Ramp is with the plane as a cold start, sat there on the ramp or one of these parking positions, and take off from parking hot is in one of the parking positions with the aircraft already going. So we can click that and then we'll have the aircraft start. Let's click add and we can add some waypoints and have this A10 fly out and around here. So that's all we're going to do for now, and that just gets you started with an aircraft. Now there are other options. Now you notice this one, if we were to hit fly now and just save, and let's
Charging battery.
a random one here. Just start. You'll have to bear with me 2 seconds. And here we go. Now notice this A10 has not spawned us in the cockpit. You know, if we were to just use the speed up time controls here, this aircraft is going on its own. It's an AI aircraft. Now by default, the aircraft you place down will be AI. Obviously that's problematic if you want to have an aircraft start as yourself. So if we just hit escape and hit quit and bring it back to the mission editor here, we can click on the aircraft, click client, and let's set it to an aircraft I like flying, like the AV8B, fly mission, yes. And here we go. So now we get the option, choice of role, click OK, and it'll take a second or two, or it'll crash, knowing DCS. Here we go! We are in the cockpit of the AV8B. This is our aircraft. We can pilot this. I mean, I can lean behind me to my throttle controls over here and waggle them around and do some stuff. Well, let's take off the parking brake wherever it is behind here. Like that, there you are. I've not actually got my controls set up because I usually fly in VR, but yeah, you know, we can just start vibing. So that's it. That's how you get a plane set up to start, and that's how you can get your aircraft going. Obviously, that works the same with helicopters. You do the same stuff, but on the helicopter tab over here. So in the next one, we'll cover something a little bit more sophisticated, but for 5 minutes, I hope I've taught you just enough to get started placing down aircraft in the world. But yeah, thank you very much for your time. I hope you have a lovely day, and you know, I mean, don't want to force you, but you can do all the liking and subscribing stuff if you're really that interested. But yeah, alright, bye bye.